It is currently 45 degrees outside. The wind speeds are about 20 miles an hour with gusts up to 30. But you know what? We're out here in the wilderness kayak and we're gonna catch some fish. Ideally some yellow perch, but I will take whatever I can get. Also check out this new hat from Discount Tackle. It is absolutely awesome. Makes an ugly guy like myself look pretty darn stylish and cool. You can check these out in the description below. Let's go catch some fish. Can barely even remember how this kayak works. It's been so long since I've been in it. All right, let's see. Okay, the rudder's down. We got the pedals in. We're just gonna start with a little horsefly right here on a drop shot. Take whatever we can get, hopefully some yellow perch. We're just gonna start right up. There's a fish, first cast, yellow perch. Like I said, I do not anticipate any challenges catching these fish. First cast and we're on the board. Cold conditions. So the horsefly on the little drop shot is one of my staple rigs for a lot of different species, but I would say for yellow perch specifically, it is absolutely my number one. There's one. I assume that's gonna be a yellow perch. Yeah, feels like a yellow perch. Might be a bluegill. Yeah, it's a bluegill. Dang, he's actually pretty big. He didn't fight that hard for a big guy like that. I can't believe I just caught a bluegill. I thought for sure with this cold weather, they weren't gonna be wanting to bite a whole lot. There you go. Pretty respectable gill right there. Very pale though. See you, buddy. When I think about like a bass fishing drop shot, a lot of times I use like 12 to 14 inches a leader. But with these ultralight ones, I usually only use about 6 or 7 inches of leader. I don't know why, it just seems like I catch more fish that way. I'm gonna set the drop shot down for a second to test a new reel that I just got. I only brought this setup right here because I just want to test this reel. KastKing sent me this KastKing MGTI 200 size reel. It's pretty fancy looking. Outside of like the BFS reels, I've never used a KastKing casting reel. So we'll see how it does. I need to get it all set up here though. I don't actually expect to catch anything on this spinnerbait. I probably need to rig something else up if I actually want to be playing with this setup. Yeah, a whopping 5 casts in, I gotta say I actually like the feel of this reel quite a bit, so I'm gonna be excited to play around with it more in the early spring. Just probably not gonna get a whole lot of reps during the winter, unfortunately. Man, that one was an interesting bite. Just super, super sluggish. I wonder if this is gonna be a bass. It honestly just felt like mush. I'm like, I'm gonna set the hook because it just doesn't feel right. Sure enough, it's just a little bass. That one did not move at all. He just kind of bit it and just sat there. Not a big fish by any means, but that was an interesting bite. It's a good thing I set the hook. I never felt a bite. It was just mushy. All right, cool. 3 fish, 3 species. I never would have guessed that. I thought for sure today was gonna be 90% yellow perch. So the fact that we've caught 3 different species is pretty sweet. I still definitely feel like by the end of this trip, I'm primarily gonna have yellow perch. That fish actually thumped it. It's dinky. It's a dinky yellow perch, but I'll take it. Okay, there you go. That's kind of what I expected to see more of. Right there, little yellow perch. And we might catch a really nice one today. There's some pretty big ones in here. See you, buddy. I feel like this guy's gonna be blowing leaves the entire time I'm fishing. And that's not your average leaf blower. That is one that is a high power one, so I can hear it from a mile away. Well, it's definitely more windy over here. There's a fish though. And I feel like this side of the lake is just better this time of year. There you go. Ooh, there's my best fish of the day. Most respectable yellow perch right there. What am I snagged on? This drop shot might be a goner. I'm snagged on something. I don't know what I'm possibly snagged on. but it's not coming off, and it seems like it's a little too deep right there to get down and poke it off. This isn't exactly heavy, but a spoon does quite well in the wind. I'm gonna try it. Little 1/12 ounce Castmaster. I love this color too. It's like a shiny perch looking color. There's one. Oh yeah. I've casted this spoon a whopping like twice. And there you go. Another nice respectable perch right there. There you go. You know, it's funny, this setup is a 5-foot spinning rod, and I was just using a 7.5-foot spinning rod. And so it just feels totally different. And that is a nice perch right there. Nice quality one right there. It's beautiful. That's what we came for. See you, buddy. Love it. Yeah, the old spoon, man, that flash helps, especially in the wind. You know, the sad thing about this guy that's doing the leaf blower is I feel like a rake would have accomplished everything he's trying to get done in about 5 minutes. And he's been blowing those leaves around for the last 30 minutes. Oh my gosh, this wind is just gonna, oh man, I'm just gonna get pushed right down this bank. There's one. That was kind of a cool bite. He bopped it a couple times. This little rod is fun, I'll tell you that much. These are nice little long skinny perch, man. This is fun right here. I like that little spoon. That's a cool color. It's that flashy perch color. They seem to like it. All right, buddy. Pretty little fish, man. Perch are very pretty, I'll give them that. Ooh, that feels like a pretty decent little bite. You can never really tell with yellow perch, I feel like. Oh man, he felt a lot bigger than that. That initial pull was real nice. There you go. Oh, he got every point of that treble hook, didn't he? Jeez Louise. I will say though, these Castmaster treble hooks are usually not too bad to get out. A single treble hook is way better than a double treble hook. That single treble hook on a Castmaster usually doesn't hook them too bad. And it seems like it keeps them pinned pretty well, actually. Well, today's fishing trip was definitely a simple one, but is exactly what I needed in my life. So thank you so very much for watching. We'll catch you next time.
As long as the earth endures, seed time and harvest, cold and heat, summer and winter, day and night will never cease.